Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. So today's video is brought to you courtesy of Infinity Dream Liquor Palace. They are located at shop number 1 at Imperial Plaza, 93 Great George Street in Savannah Lamar, and at the Rainbow Plaza in Hopewell in the parish of Hanover. At Infinity Dream Liquor Palace, they don't deal with knockoffs. You will get liquors from Infinity Dream that you will not get anywhere else in Western Jamaica. Trust me when I tell you that. They have White Hennessy. They have all the Crown Royals that you can think of and a lot more. Just call them at 876-724-8228. That's 876-724-8228. They also do consignment. So if you are keeping a party and you want liquor and consignment, all you need is a bill, your ID, and a reference letter. And then you check with Infinity Dream. Ensure that you check with them for all your good stuffs. Now, as promised, today we are starting a new series. It's called Ask the Lawyer. Our in-house lawyer is Mr. Lambert Johnson. We are hoping to do this every Sunday. If you have any question that you would want Mr. Johnson to answer, just send us a WhatsApp message. 876-343-1034. That's 876-343-1034. Or if you want to speak with Mr. Johnson directly, or if you want to set up an appointment to speak to him, keep watching. His numbers will be posted. Remember to like and share the video from now. So, let's ask the lawyer.
Sir Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How you do?
Greetings to you,
Yeah, man.
Master Popeye.
Blessings, sir. Blessings. Sir Johnson, I know you for a long time. How long now have you been been a lawyer?
Well, the better question is, how long have I been involved with the law?
Yes, sir.
Because in 1983,
Yes.
I was employed as an assistant clerk of court in the Montego Bay President Magistrate Court at the time.
Okay.
And then I moved up through the ranks from assistant clerk to deputy clerk of the court. And by 1988, the year of Gilbert, I was appointed to act as clerk of the court
In Montego Bay?
in Montego Bay.
Yes, sir.
So as a young man, young, green, full of energy and vitality, and I realized that I have gone as far as I could go in the system because I was not qualified. And so I applied, after about 5 years in the post, I applied to the law school,
Yes.
and I was accepted in 1994,
Okay.
and I graduated 5 years later in 1999. The interesting thing about it was that the first year I applied, I applied to the Faculty of Law and to the Faculty of Social Studies.
Yes.
And they said I should pursue my application in the Faculty of Social Studies.
Really?
But because I lived in Montego Bay, I had no interest in going to Social Studies.
Yeah, okay.
So the next year, I applied and I did not put a second option. And
You just put law the second year.
just law, straight law, nothing else.
Yes.
And amazingly, when I got the reply, they said I was not accepted, and I was puzzled because I know I was qualified.
Yes.
And 2 weeks before school started, so I applied in January of 1994. I got the reply in May that I was not accepted.
Wow.
And 2 weeks before the start of school, I got a call saying that they had made a mistake.
Oh. Okay.
And I was in fact accepted.
Yes.
So when you add all the years together,
It's like
I was involved with law 30 plus years.
30 plus. Yes. So how long have you been called to the bar?
I was called to the bar in 1999.
Okay.
So this year makes 23 years.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And at the time I was in government,
Yes.
I worked as clerk of the court in Westmoreland when I came out.
Yes.
And then I was invited to the office of the Director of Public Prosecution,
Yes.
where I spent a number of years, and I left as Crown Counsel
Yes.
and started private practice in 2005.
2005. Okay, 17 years ago. Yes. Yes.
And as they say, the rest
Is history.
is history.
So, you have offices where in Sabana Lamar and where?
I have an office at 9 Beckford Street in Savannah Lamar,
Yes, sir.
and one on F&S Plaza complex in Montego Bay, that's on Union Street.
Oh, on Union Street. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get your phone numbers because I've been getting some messages already. Some persons wanting to contact you. What's the easiest way for persons to contact you?
Well, it's always good for them to call the
office,
and that number is 876-918-0574.
There are some persons abroad who would normally want to send like a WhatsApp message. Is there a WhatsApp number? Any of the offices they could send a message to?
Yes, there is a WhatsApp number.
Yes.
That number is 876-357-6824. That's 876-357-6824.
All right, sir. All right. I'm definitely gonna spread it because I'm getting a lot of messages. Expungement. A gentleman called me the other day. He was saying that some years ago, I think it was in the 90s or thereabout, he was charged for a sexual offense and he pleaded guilty because he was working at a hotel then and he wanted to finish with the case according to him, and he pleaded guilty. Now the pandemic came and he ended up not being at work, and he ended up being laid off from the job where he was at the hotel because even though he pleaded guilty, then he was still working at the hotel. Now he is seeking re-employment, and well, he has been trying to get an expungement for a while. And the other day he got back the result, and he's saying that they said no, sexual offenses are not included. Is that so?
Well, what I know is that in terms of sexual offenses, they have a very hard line.
Yes.
And they tend not to give expungement for those. So I had a case recently where a young man,
yes,
he was about 18 at the time, had an involvement with a young lady, and know that he wants a job, he wants to be able to work on a ship, and this is about 10 years later.
Whoa.
And the board and the Ministry of Justice,
yes,
had turned him down. And so the experience of that particular person is not unusual.
Yeah, and that's okay. But go ahead.
So what is expungement of a criminal record?
Yes.
This is when someone who has a conviction wants to have the record cleared so that they can go about and resume normal life, so to speak.
Yes.
Because when you have a criminal record, it holds you back in several ways. If someone was to file for you,
yes,
and that came up, depending on what it was, especially if it's a drug conviction, it's a no-no. As you have stated in this circumstance, for job purposes, a lot of persons, they will not employ you if you have a criminal conviction. And just to travel and to have a clean record, because a lot of the times these are young persons who would have committed themselves,
yes,
have spent years being lawful, abiding, upstanding persons, and they would just want to go forward with their life, and this is standing in their way. So when this act, and it's the Criminal Record Rehabilitation of Offenders Act 1988, that makes provisions for expungement.
Yes.
And because once your record is expunged, then you are clear, and you can go about your business, and you will have that peace of mind knowing that there is no conviction.
Yes.
But there is a trick to it.
Yes.
For you to have a record when you are charged and taken to court, what a lot of persons don't realize, but the judge invariably makes a fingerprint order.
Yes.
And that is the trigger that causes persons to have a criminal record if they are convicted. If they are not convicted, then that record is destroyed, and as if they were never charged.
So So, for example, somebody is charged for let's say what are the offenses that can be expunged? Like maybe possession of ganja.
Well,
Yes.
the easier way
Yes.
to tell you is not so much offenses.
Okay.
It's the sentence that was imposed.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and based on the sentence that was imposed, the
Yes.
authority wait a
Oh.
certain number of years.
Okay.
So I'll give you the range.
Yes.
So where the sentence imposed is imprisonment not exceeding 6 months.
Yes.
So this would include things like probation orders and fines.
Yes.
You need to wait 3 years
Okay.
before the conviction will be regarded as being spent,
Yes.
and then you can apply.
Okay. Okay.
So under 6 months is 3 years.
Yes.
Where it is exceeding 6 months now,
Yes.
it goes up to 5 years.
Mr. Johnson, 1 second. So what if somebody say, all right, you pay $100,000 or 3 months? That would be regarded as under 6 months?
That will be regarded as under 6 months.
Okay.
Right. So between 6 months and 36 months,
Yes.
then you have to wait 7 years.
7. Okay.
And where the sentence imposed between 36 months and up to 5 years, so between 3 and 5 years,
Yes.
then you have to wait 10 years.
10 years. Okay.
So the sentence is the important guideline, but as you have asked, there are some offenses for which they will not give
an expungement.
expungement.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
clearly like murder, treason, offenses involving illegal firearms,
Yes.
offenses of a sexual nature,
Yes.
offenses like wounding with intent, serious wounding. So those kind of serious offenses that are generally tried in the circuit court, no.
No.
Those
Okay.
offenses that are usually tried in the parish court, those are the ones that you can get expungement. Of course, I'm giving you the general principles.
Yes.
Because there are exceptions within.
Within. Yes. So what's the procedure if somebody want to get an expungement? What's the procedure?
All right. So one of the things that they are required to do, they can go to the website for the Ministry of Justice
Yes.
and download the application form, or
Yes.
they can go to the Ministry of Justice
Mm-hmm.
and obtain the form, and it should be at the head offices for the police stations in the parishes. And then, having received that form, they must complete it in duplicate,
Mm-hmm.
and then they must have their fingerprints taken.
Okay.
So, you do it at the Criminal Records Office on Duke Street in Kingston,
Mm-hmm.
or you go to the Summit Police Station in Montego Bay.
Yeah, they would have to pay a fee at the tax office first for that.
Yes. There is a fee, and depends on how soon you want it.
Yes.
You can do it in Clarendon as well at the Nathan Police Station and in St. Mary and the Area 2 headquarters
Okay.
in Pompano Bay. So a fee has to be paid, and then having taken your fingerprint, completed your form, then you must have 2 references
Yes.
who are not family members who can speak to the fact that over the years you have been decent, upright, upstanding,
Yes.
and you have committed no offense, and you must have letters from these persons, and you must also have the name and address of 2 other persons who can be contacted to speak your good character.
Yes. So the person who's writing this letter, they would have to include like the phone number and stuff, the references.
Well, yes, they have to, because in the event the person
It's to be called.
at the rehabilitation board wishes to confirm
Yes.
or do further investigations, they must be able to make contact with the persons who are saying that you are now a decent, upright member of the public.
Okay. So you take the application to the Ministry of Justice. You take all of that.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you wait on them.
Yes, and a lot of persons tend to be anxious,
Mm-hmm.
but I have found in my experience that the entire exercise
Yes.
can take up to a year or more.
So so it's best then. Some people try not getting into trouble then. If you go through all of this, stay out of trouble. Yes.
The best expungement is not to get in trouble in the first place.
I
Well, I can tell you,
Yes. Go
when
ahead.
I started in the court
Yes.
in the early 1980s, the one that used to pain my heart
Mm-hmm.
was that every return day, And
Yes.
the return day is the day that the courts would have the
The new cases. Yes, yes.
You would see lines of young men
Yeah,
coming
man.
to court for either possession of ganja
Yes.
or
Smoking ganja. Yes, 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 yes.
And look where we are now.
Yeah, yeah.
You can have up to 2 ounces
Yes.
of ganja
Yes.
without being charged.
Talking about that,
for
Mr.
several generations, we had our young men,
Yes.
and a few young women,
Yes.
being criminalized
For-
over something
for
that
possession.
shouldn't have been.
Yes. For persons who were convicted then for that, what's the procedure now, seeing that it's decriminalized?
Well, it is the same procedure that they have to go through.
Okay.
As long ago as it was.
So it's not automatic. It's not automatic.
And there might be some provisions
Yes.
for that. I'd have to clarify that and make sure, because I don't want to indicate
Yeah.
if it's
Yes.
automatic when it is not.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
leave members of the public. But what I can say, notably, very recently in the United States of America,
Mm-hmm.
President Biden
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
signed executive order making all persons who were charged with minor drug offenses,
yes.
possession simpliciter, and that their records would be made clean if that's the only thing they had. And that has made life so much easier for a number of persons, especially in the United States, where blacks and other minorities would be the major beneficiaries of an act like that. So I am grateful to President Biden for that
Yes, yes.
on behalf of
the minorities.
brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir. A gentleman, he told me that he and his brother, they had a fight in 2014. And both of them were arrested and charged. Case and cross case. And
Yes.
they didn't go to court. They ended up making up the matter, and they didn't bother to go to court. Warrants were issued. Now, one of the brothers is away in a small island, and his job, the CSME or whatever, it requires that him get a police record. When him apply for the record, it's saying that there's something pending or inconclusive. What should he do to have this cleared up?
Well, it's unfortunate.
Yes,
So he has to approach this carefully, because if he was to turn by the police station or the court's office,
they would lock him up.
you might arrest him because
Yes.
there's a warrant out. So he needs to retain the service of an attorney who would then make the approach to the court's office for the file to be located, and then an application will be made to the court to have the matter relisted. And then at that stage, the complainant, the other brother who was charged, will
Yes.
come to court and indicate, Judge, I am no longer interested.
Yes,
And then the court would make what is called a no order. And a no order would end the matter and provide, and so you would then be able to get a clean police record.
yes.
And go about it.
So after the court, is it something that he would get from the court's office to take to the records office to indicate, or the police?
Well, what you will get is a certified copy of the record.
Okay.
And then you'll wait a couple weeks or months, and then you go back to the criminal records office, have his fingerprints retaken,
Yes.
and then you get a clean record coming from there.
Yeah, man. I'm sure he'll be listening. A final question. Somebody wants to write a will, and they're asking if they're gonna need the services of a lawyer or a JP can do it to sign the will.
Well, use the word sign, but I think you intend to use the word prepare.
Oh, it's prepared.
No.
Okay.
No, will have the potential to be very complex document that can cause problems after you're gone.
Yes.
And so I always recommend
Yes.
that if you're going to take steps to secure your estate, to give it to your loved ones or to those who you wish,
Yes.
get the services
Of a lawyer.
of an attorney.
Because some people-
Make sure that
some
when
people think-
you are in your grave, you will not have to turn
Yes.
and say, why didn't I have this done properly?
So yes.
This sounds like a very good point. So what I'll do, I'll not expound further.
Yes.
But for our next session,
Yes. Yes.
I will go into details about the benefits of writing a will, the way to go about it,
Yes, sir.
and the options that are available
Yes.
to protect your estate.
Yes.
So I'll be doing some amount of estate planning
Yes.
on the next occasion.
Sir Johnson, thanks a lot, sir. We'll be back next week, and enough respect.
It was a pleasure.
Yes.
And I hope I was of assistance to you.
Man, you were more than assistant. Many listeners. Yeah, man, you were. I'm sure. A lot of people will appreciate what you just did. All right, sir. So next week we'll talk. All right.
Definitely. Take care.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Blessed love, everybody.